Testing, testing. Can you hear me? So I don't have any like automation or anything, so I'm gonna just go ahead and jump in, press the button, and go. Welcome in, everybody. My name's Josh. This is the Gaming Joy channel, and we're playing some Satisfactory today. I want to show you what it means to play early access. So I've been playing this game early access version since. Oh yeah, hold on, let me get the camera on. Thank you very much. Oh, it's on the wrong layer. Should be right there. There we go. So I've been playing this game early access since like 2020, I think. And I stopped playing I stopped playing about end of 2021 when I started playing Farm Sim. I was waiting for the storyline to come out. And so because I'm playing early access, you kind of have to understand that there's going to be bugs. There's going to be stuff that changes over time. So stuff changed over time. I went back the other night into my old saves just to like see what there is, right? And see what's going on. And so I have this save here where I built a big power plant over there. I built up here on this cliff. I'll show it to you real quick. And everything is still running. Everything is working for the most part. Like this is my factory, right? Way farther down the line than we are with the playthrough we're doing in this live save. We're up to tier 5 in the space elevator, which I mounted on this like pedestal platform, which I thought was pretty proud of. But this area changed, right? So they redid this area. This is the northern forest. They redid this area in between the last time I played and now, which means that I have trees inside my machinery. Like they put new giant trees. Is literally, I have machines that are inside trees now. You know, everything else is mostly okay, but, and I thought trees being inside my machines was the worst thing, right? And then I was like, well, we seem to be having problems with our power plant. The power is fluctuating a little bit. And so I thought to myself, I'm going to go check out the power. So I'm going to come down here and check out the power. This thing I'm in here is called a hyper tube, which is probably one of the cooler ways of transporting long distances in this game. But as I come over down this hyper tube, I'm like, what is all of this? So all of this was not here when I built this area. Obviously this power slug, I wouldn't just leave a power slug on the tree. That's crazy. So now I have these like this oil production plant that I'm producing oil from oil nodes that are still technically there, but like the buildings are like, I would normally build like this, like is really close to, like I love building with the terrain. I don't like as much destroying the terrain. I like building with the terrain. But then you look over here and like entire parts of my factory are inside this pedestal thing. Like, like these buildings are literally buried, like completely buried. Like inside this building. And this whole area, I haven't spent any time in this area because they redid the whole thing, right? And so just remember what this area looks like, okay? We're gonna go and we're gonna load a different game. Now I made a new save, so it's called Destroyed. Okay, so then I stopped playing this save for a while and I wanted to do something new. So I started in the desert. And the Dune Desert is one of the other starting locations. And I built up pretty far down the line, further than this one, into the Dune Desert. I unlocked all the way up to tier 6 in the space elevator, and I had like all of the space elevator parts for tier 6 built and delivered. And I had gotten all the way to oil fuel and built a massive fuel factory, which with the reflective water now looks awesome. Like this little water tunnel that's going down the middle here. Look at this. Look at the reflections. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And so this is that same area. This is the Spire Coast. And as you see, if you look at the fuel generators, these are all fuel generators. They're not running well. A good half of them, like this section over here, is all running pretty well. And I think because they're all powered off of 1 or 2 nodes of oil. This section is turning on and off because it's not powered properly. But I mean, this is a lot of power. It's megawatts and thousands of megawatts of power. I spent a lot of time building it. It looks really cool. I did a lot of very cool things that I was proud of. Like the pipe is here under the water, running under the water, and then it comes up just a little bit into the fuel generators with a little walkway down the middle and like encased in glass. But then we fly to the other side of this factory and you start to see problems. Like buildings entirely encased in rock or big mushroom spires, or like entire sections of the factory just gone. I mean, they're still there. The crazy thing is they're still running. They're still working at 100%. Like over here, this factory is a blender factory. So I'm taking fuel down the center and then I'm blending that fuel with water to make diluted fuel. And so they're like, these water generators right here are pumping water where there used to be water, but it's now a beach. So there actually isn't any water. And then like these ones are still in the water, which is cool. And that went well, but like, like there's an entire section of the factory. I don't know where it is. It's underneath that rock. There's hypertubes that go through that. Oh, actually, I wonder what the hypertube will do. Hold on. Let's see what the hypertube's going to do. Like, I spent a lot of time building this factory. When this is just a power plant, I colored the pipes and all that stuff. And so what's going to happen if I go in the hypertube? So you can see the factory inside the hypertube, inside this rock. And then there's a train station right there that's also completely buried in a rock. So the trains technically shouldn't be able to go to that train station. My hypertube, like a lot of this stuff was original. As you can see, the hypertube wraps around the spires. But some of them, like this one, it just goes straight through them because those spires didn't exist before. And then this part of the factory looks, whoa. There used to be rock there. This part of the factory also encased in the walls. Stuff is just floating. Like, it's just insane. going through walks, going through rocks. None of those were there. So they did major edits this area. And I was like, I started going down the path like on this platform up here of updating it to try to get it to work. And I'm like, this is just too much work to try to fix that. But like you can see, like this section of the factory, there's 2 machines that are buried in the wall. These are buried underground. It's just insane. Like all of this work, this saved us 200 plus hours of work. And now it's unusable because like if I took down that power factory to rebuild it, I would have to take down everything because I wouldn't have enough power to keep everything else running if I shut that factory down. Because like you build over time, right? And this is the design I like, I've been enjoying going for, which is this like buildings encased in glass, all the machines inside running. Looks really awesome. Individual buildings, each one dedicated to a single purpose. This is where one of my most I'm proud of the factories the most. And this area is like my storage area, which has all my stuff. Isn't that crazy? And this one, if you can look, these statues you get from like getting lots of tickets and doing really good with your factory. And I think there's only one more of these statues to get. And as you can see, I was in the middle of building stuff when I stopped. Like this goes straight through a rock, which didn't used to be there. Yeah, so I like some of the stuff retained. Like this area is all pretty good. It's not really, there's not too many conflicts, but there's other places where, you know, as they change the game over time, what I had built is now ruined. Right? I have built this little copper plant here, producing I forget, copper powder for the nuclear pasta. And I think we're heading to the aluminum plant right now, which I haven't actually been to yet. So you guys are gonna see this with me for the first time. I don't know what happened over here. This area wasn't poisonous before. Or actually, no, this area has always been poisonous. And then this is my aluminum plant. Aluminum and batteries, I believe, is being developed over here. But like all of this stuff is just, it's regrown. They added more stuff to this area while I was developing it. I have like buildings hanging off of cliffs. It's insane. And there's like, there's too much to try to salvage this. Too much to do to try to salvage this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep going with the game we started together, which I believe is 26. We started this one last week, and I was showing I'm gonna show this real quick. I did this last week when I was testing this new stream setup. So I have a different stream setup now. I'm using a streaming PC over here that I'm kind of looking at right now, that's handling the streaming, and then my game is just on a gaming PC, so that I'm not trying to do both, because it was causing some lag, and I had a couple comments from people saying that it was causing lag. This is not the save that I wanted. Oh well. Where's the one that I was? There it is. I loaded this one for Bruce. If Bruce hasn't seen this. But I was showing Bruce at some point on a live stream like how easy it is to set up just your starter factory in the Green Plains. So I've set up this factory here, and I basically have like one line for each of the nodes. It's nice and neat. I think Mr. Sinister said this one. Oh yeah, they did totally. They totally warned everyone, and that's part of the reason why I never went back to that map, because I knew that it was going to be destroyed, because I put so much time in it. I didn't want to like go through that pain, you know, like I just didn't want to see it. But anyways, this is my little starter factory I did, showing Bruce that it's possible. I did this in about 2 hours. I got through the setup. So we're doing limestone, copper, 3 iron nodes, each one doing a separate thing. This one is doing I don't remember. This one's doing plates, rods, and screws, and it's mostly optimized and balanced, but not completely. But that's kind of like thing. And I actually built the space elevator on top of this little poisonous area so that you're not having to worry about getting poisoned. But that's it. We're not going to do that game today. Just showing off some stuff that I had been working on. We are going to be working on this one. We are ready for coal. Yeah, they totally warned people. I'm like, you know what? I can't deal with that. I can't deal with, like, back then. I'm like, I don't want to deal with the stress of seeing my entire factory, excuse me, destroyed because they built around my stuff. All right, so anyway, so I did a couple changes here. I kind of started rebuilding things. I haven't rebuilt everything, but I started rebuilding things, and I went vertical. This is the way I like to build. So on here, you have, for this factory we were building, this factory is making making these. What's it called? Reinforced iron plates. So it's making plates and then screws, and then on the very top level it has an assembler that's combining them together. It has 2 lines coming in, one here and one here. Only one of them is turned on right now. Only the left line is turned on because I don't have enough power to run it. Even with this craziness, right, of all of these biomass burners all on a big, huge, what's this called? Non-balanced belt. All of these biomass burners are full. I filled them up with biomass. They're just waiting. Everything's turned off right now. Mainly because I wanted everyone to see it before I turned it back on. And then we have over here, we did another iron one. This one is doing iron plates and rods. So half of it's doing rods, half of it's doing plates. This one up here needs to be redone. This is doing concrete over there and doing screws, but the reinforced iron plate factory is also doing screws. So, oh look, it's back. And I did figure something out. I saw this online. So you know me, everything has to be, I like things to be black, right? I like things to be dark. And the one thing about the concrete that bothered me is the concrete isn't black. Like, I've set my custom swatch to be black, and it's not black. It's just like, see, customization already applied. So I come in here and go to edit 000. If you take this one, which is the brightness, and you turn it down, you go to -10 and hit enter and select color. Customizer. It turns them black. And this I really like. I like the look of this. Why it's not doing it automatically when I change the base swatch, I'm not sure. But this I like. I like this, like, nice dark concrete. I think the steel shines when it's on the concrete like this. I don't know why I have to look at all the... I'm not clicking at all. I'm just looking at it. We also use this concrete node over here. And it's not actually doing anything. It's just going straight into the sink. But it made sense to use it since I have the power. But anyways, this is what I did, and this is the factory we're doing. So today we're going to work on coal. So we need more power. We're going to turn the factory back on. And we're going to let it run, and I think I have enough power to get us through coal. I think I have enough power to get us enough biomass set up to get us through coal. So today, there we go. I've converted all of the structures into the right color. And so we need two things. Number one, to do that, we're going to need the dimensional depot. So vehicular transport, I think, is the milestone I have selected, which we can go ahead and get. Just unlocking stuff. We don't necessarily need it. We're not going to use it, but we can unlock it. Gives us something to work for to unlock. And good to go. Fun.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Here we go. All right, let's turn the factory on. So there's no power switches yet, and I have it set up so that all of these, or the ones in the back that are making the biofuel, are powered off of these two burners. So they're not really connected to the main thing. So if everything shuts down, those will still run. But if I connect this, this is my main power. Here, connect this to this. Everything should turn on. And I connect this to that. That turns on that side of the factory. I think. Okay, and then this just connects the factory. And then this has to be connected to this. Now everything should turn on. Now, of course, I'll do a power switch when I get power switches. But as you can see, everything's ticking on and everything's going. I want to have a dimensional depot before we go. So I haven't actually built one before, and I want you guys to see me build it for the first time. So organization, dimensional depot. We need a Mercer sphere to do that. Okay. Let's go grab a Mercer sphere, or 2, or 3, or 4. And I'm just going to set these right here for now. I'll reorganize them later. And I don't know how fast I can do it, but I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And now I am uploading these two containers into the dimensional depot. So now there's iron plate and iron rods in the dimensional depot. Isn't that awesome? Oh, thank you, Kaluno, and thank you for being here at in the stream. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the likes and stuff like that. Don't forget to hit the like button. This will be here on replay, so if you want to come back and watch it at some point, feel free. I'll be around. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. This is rotors, and this. So we're gonna do another one here. We want these to but we're gonna still trying to like think of how to do these. Put a merger. That's weird. It doesn't show the dot 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 thing. See the line? The line for the dimensional depot is not showing up. It's weird. Not correct. Alright, so we're going to put these things, rotors and metal frames, into the dimensional depot. This one right here, we're going to also put the dimensional depot. And I'll just do one belt for all of these. Yep. Okay, so now we have, if we look at our depot, we've got some stuff being uploaded. Iron plates, iron rods, modular frames. What else do we need? We need concrete and screws. How am I doing on... And so I think with the dimensional depot, from what I understand, oh, I need SAM fluctuators. Not. Thank you so much, Kaluno. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Again, I'm trying to messing with these things for the first time here, so I don't even know what's going on. SAM fluctuators need... What do they need? They need SAM, right? And they need pipes. Okay. And that's the only problem, is we don't have pipes yet. Okay, there's the other thing we need to do. So, to make pipes, to make steel pipes, you would think that you'd need steel. And you'd be wrong. Because you don't need steel. There is an alternate recipe, which I unlocked, to be able to create iron pipes from iron. So what is this producing? This is 60 per minute. So we're gonna redo this section real quick to make steel pipes. All right, so let's just do this. We do not want to make screws anymore. Screws are boring. We're already making screws over at the plate factory. What we want instead is we want iron pipes, which is going to be a weird setup because and I haven't figured out how to do this well. I haven't figured this out yet. So iron pipes, if we get rid of these, get rid of these extra power towers that we don't need. We don't need the extra power poles. Okay, clean slate. Things are still running. Okay, so if we put down a constructor, I'll make iron pipes. This says 100 per minute. Hey Bruce, how's it going? You need 100 iron ingots per minute. Now this thing only produces 120 at normal clock speed. And we could overclock it, but we're running low on power, so I'm probably going to underclock it and do 100. Actually, no, that's not going to be good. What am I going to do? All right, I'm going to leave it there. All right, let's figure out some smelters first. I'm really missing that like jetpack thing I was using earlier, or like the hover pack. I'm really missing that. Okay, so we need smelters. Let's get some smelters. And we really just need one thing here, which is dumb. Production smelter. We need... No, I'm not lining you up on that. I'm gonna put... Start backwards. This is like all the decisions you have to go through, like when you're making a factory. You have to decide how you want to do it. Right? Who's making noise? Is that Bean? Is he angry at me? Smelter. Okay. So we'll do one of them lined up, because that makes sense. And we just need these as close to each other as possible, because we have a lot of them, and we're gonna do more once we get this thing unlocked. See, we have the nobelisks, we don't have the grenades yet, so we have the ability to unlock that. But let's set up one, because I just need some iron pipes for my thing. So then we'll come in here and we'll do this. Conveyor belt's too steep. What kind of error message is that? Iron. Iron. So this recipe I'm using is one of the alternate recipes I got from hard drives, which is basically allowing me to use iron to make steel, which is a really weird recipe, but it's really freaking awesome if you ask me. So this one... Green is that way. We need a Mark II belt. Whoops. And it would help if I place the constructor facing the right direction. That would really help. Must have done it wrong. Keep doing it wrong. Sorry, folks. There we go. Each of these smelters is going to do 30 each. Which means this isn't going to run optimally, but that's okay. And this is going to be doing alternate iron pipes. And then we just set up, so we're actually making 120. This is only doing 100, but let's do, let's overclock it and do 30. Bean, you're scaring me. Every time he makes that noise, I just get scared. Running up a cliff. Where are my power shards? And I think part of the factory's not on right now. Here? No. I want to overclock this. And do 30. Should be 120. It's taking 120. It's making 30 per minute. Done. I only overclocked one thing. And that's good. So, power. I saw someone do something that I want to try out, actually. One thing I don't like about this game is it doesn't let you daisy chain things. I'm going to try this out. I've never done this before, so bear with me for a second. H. Yep. Yeah, bear with me for a second. So what I'm going to do, I saw someone do this and it looks really cool. So I'm going to go power. I'm going to connect to this machine. And then I'm going to put the power thing right there. Connect to this machine, put the power thing literally right on top of the one that's there. And so I'm using these wall outlet things. I'm kind of placing it on top, right? Oh. G. So now they're still not powered, but here I can go like this, and I can go from the wall outlets essentially now. And I can daisy chain them together. That's so clean. That looks awesome. New favorite thing. Bean, you're scaring me. And then this one can connect over to our power line here on the side. And now we're all powered on. And then you don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Actually, we need one. So we'll leave this here. Beautiful. Okay, so that's the goal. So all we did right now is just build dimensional depots. We haven't actually gotten anything done. But we've created a supply of steel pipes that is automatically being produced without having to do any work. Now, normally you have to make steel pipes. But this new recipe, which is, honestly, I really like it. It's sort of cheaty. But there's a lot of those in the new version of the game in 1.0. There's a lot of recipes that are very much like this, where there are recipes that are geared towards like using products in a way that you don't normally use them to overcome like positional stuff, right? Like these are uploading and there's already 343 in the stockpile. So that's pretty good. How's this one? This one's uploading too. Okay. what I'm going to do, because I don't actually need both of these, I'm going to take them out. And I'm just going to have one here, because I need the other one somewhere else. Organization, dimensional depot. Come here. Can't align because it's not morning. Merge. Those two containers are too close together to merge in the middle, so we have to merge there. And as you can see, as I'm building stuff, see how like the frames, I don't know if you can see that. See how the frames are purple? I don't have enough frames in my inventory, so it's automatically pulling from the dimensional depot and still letting me build, which is like the best thing ever. It just means that I don't need to have this stuff in the dimensional like. And then if I go to my inventory, I can just drag and drop stuff. So iron plates is already full. Rotors and frames are getting there. But there's no screws in my depot. So let's put some screws in the depot. Unlock researching manual uploader in the MAM. I have to unlock that? That's a Banta. Alright, let's see what I need to do there. What do I need to do to unlock manual uploading? Manual uploading. Oh, I can almost do that now. I just need more SAM fluctuators, which I can handcraft. Which, you know, doesn't really matter. Where are the SAM fluctuators? I can make 6 with the pipes that I have, and it's all because it takes 3 pipes per, so you can't make very many. Is that enough? Oh no, I need a few more. I just figured out the problem with having the concrete this dark. Is that early in the morning you can't see anything. Is this still connected to this output pipe? It isn't. So I need this, I need that, I need that. And we do that. And get rid of this. Okay. I got some more. Feels weird handcrafting, but you know, sometimes you gotta do it. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Josh, where'd you get all that SAM? And well, I have a little supply of it. I have a stockpile. I post a screenshot of this, and I don't think I've shown this to you guys yet, but we'll do a little walk over there and I'll show it to you because it's kind of on the way to what we're doing now. As soon as I get my other dimensional depot installed. So we're gonna come here. Dimensional depot here. And we're going to put concrete in the dimensional depot. And that'll go fine. And I think that's the last thing I wanted. So what do we have in the dimensional depot? Plates, rods, rotors, reinforced iron plates, concrete. That's like a lot of our basic stuff. We want wire in there too, but I don't have enough to build them one. So let's grab a bunch of wire. Oh, this is the wire plant, which I also rebuilt, and I have to finish up. Basically, I have this one plant just making wire. And it's using all of the wire. That's not fair. This is going to stop soon. Take all. So we have these little assemblers setting up here, and this is kind of like the way I do temporary stuff. And you have to kind of do temporary stuff in the beginning of the game, just a little bit, just to make sure you keep things running and moving. And so I have this one. This is rods. So I have to fill it up with rods before I can go to the next step. And even though the dimensional depot is filled up with rods, this is going to take quite a bit more. So let's go here, put all the rods in there, take 1 or 2 stacks out for myself. And then we have to turn on this thing. I don't think it's connected for power. Nope. See, it's not connected. And that should only turn on half of the factory. It's not turning on the whole factory. I hope. Like, yeah, see, this side of the floor is working, and we're getting screws here, and we're getting reinforced iron plates here. But we don't have enough power to turn on the rest of it, because if you look at our power right now, our power is like, we're getting really close to how much we're producing. 540 and we're consuming 433. So we don't have really much space to do much more. Extra space is an extra power. Let's get this thing full of screws. So we need more power, and that's what we're going to go do today. I love that. Look at that. It's so cool looking. All right. Sam. Can I make more SAM and unlock the manual uploading? I think I can. I think that's enough to unlock manual uploading. And our upload speed is still pretty crappy because I haven't gone far down the street, but yep, perfect. I just need to grab my computers, because I have a bunch of computers that I got from crash sites. Always explore your crash sites, people. You're going to find lots of cool stuff. Start research. Booyah, confirm. And then these 103.
Manual depot
103.
uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The wheel within a window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
All right. So do I have everything I need? I don't have iron pipes right now, but I don't need them really. So I'm just going to push this iron pipe, the one iron pipe that I have in my inventory, somewhere. There we go. All right, let's go. So we're going to go down towards what we're going to do for coal, but then we're going to check out our little SAM production while we're off. So as you see, we have a power line running off in the distance. And I was like, okay, well, where does that power line go? Why did you do that, Josh? This power line is going to a power plant that we don't have yet. I want to update these. There's like a new power plant thing in the game that I haven't used yet. If we follow it, that one's going that way, but we're going to go this way real quick. Because we need to check out our SAM. keep coming into this area the wrong way. I haven't figured out the right way to come into this area. What's up, dude? Whoa, no, no, don't fall. Don't fall. I know I'm falling. Shoot. Alright, so there is a crashed thing somewhere around here. I don't think I already got it. So this area here with these like tabletop things, underneath there's some cool stuff that you want to check out. This is one of the new enemies. Do not fight him. He's super hard. But as you go up here and you walk up towards the forest, which we'll do eventually, if you come down here in this little cave, you can see it marked with the grass and gloss. This little cave is our Sam cave. And as you can see, this is creating, we have 4 containers, so we have plenty of overflow. We're creating all of this, the reanimated Sam. Yes, I have the I don't have the zipline controller, so I have I have like 2.5 containers of Sam right now. And this little setup is actually really easy. So I have a miner on an ore. It's a miner on a impure node. And this miner is not clocked right. What the hell? Oh, so 100% efficiency on this miner is only giving us 30 per minute. So this thing, we've underclocked down so that the constructor is only taking 30 per minute. It's making the SAM kind of slowly, but that means it's not using much power. So if we come over here to our power, we have 1 biomass burner with a thing of just regular biomass. I could make it even better if I did the other biomass. If we look at our power usage, we're consuming 5.6 and we're producing 5.6. We have a capacity of 30, so we could do up, but this thing is giving us the ability, and it's just kind of grinding away really, really slowly. This container was full, and it's not full anymore. But it's just sitting here creating the reanimated SAM when and if I need it. And I don't need it right now. Eventually, I'll put a depot in here. I don't have the stuff for it right now, but that's the idea. So I have 2 of these, actually. This one here, and I have another one on... I have another one of those little setups. Why can't I zoom? Right here in the middle of this map. Right there on that island. There's Sam there as well. And then I marked it with myself. So I have a little cave marker I put on the map. And to do that, if you want to mark something on the map, you just come here into your map and you use your new map marker and you put that map marker wherever you want and it'll create a new marker for you. So like this right here, which is where we're going, I could do like so I do coal power. I can change the icon to be whatever I want. Is there a good, yeah, power. Select icon, select color. I can make the icon different color. That's cool. I can make it, no. Yellow. Okay, here, that's what I want. Select color. And then marker view distance on compass, medium, apply. And so now this is where my coal power is going to be. And so now I have a marker on the map that in my little HUD thing here, I'll be able to see it. See coal power. And that helps me navigate through the map. So I get lost on this map all the time. And I've been playing this game for years. I still get lost all the time. Because in some ways this map is gigantic and you're just a little nothing. You guys hear that, by the way? Hear the kitty cats? Oh look, a Mercer sphere. Sweet.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
I have to follow the veins to the altar and chant. Oh, I think I know what altar they're talking about too. Oh, I've been looking for this. Josh forgot this was here. I totally forgot this was here. Okay, so it's right near the Sam Cave. I'll remember that. I don't need quartz right now, but I do eventually. Oh, and then here's the new thing. The other thing I unlocked is the chainsaw. So see all these little things? I can pick up these little mycelia one by one. Yay. Or I can equip the chainsaw. Booyah. And I can just do this. Just like the big ones. And it like does an AoE collection. And it lets me collect all of that stuff all at once. Look at that. Chainsaw for the win. Alright, I'm totally lost. I don't even know which direction I'm heading. Let's head towards coal power. Which is why I put it on the map, because I'm gonna get lost. Oh hey doggo. So if you guys want to know how to feed the doggos, just do this. You come in here and you go here, you do this, and split the paleberry down to 1 and drop it on the ground, and then back up. Wasn't there a doggo up here? I saw a doggo a minute ago. Here he is. Hey doggo. Hey, how are you? Oh, he's getting scared off by the spiders. Or cats. I would get scared off by the spiders too. So if you turn on arachnophobia mode in this game, the spiders right here, those are spiders. But if you have arachnophobia mode on, they're cats. They're just gifts of cats. Alright, so what are we doing today? Today we're going to build some coal. And we're going to do coal power in the kind of... Oh, I should have brought my nobelisks. But I think we can do enough here. So... to do a coal power plant, you need 2 things. You need water. And you need coal. And this should give us enough water for enough to run our coal power plant. But the problem is this water isn't very much. And the water things take up a lot of space. So we need to clear out some land to be able to build a power plant somewhere. I gotta think about where. This is pretty close. I always like building like with the terrain. Let's see how it wears the foundation. I might go against the grain here. All right, let's clear it out. Clear out the area. Let me see what the ground looks like. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because coal power plants are actually pretty substantially big. They're like large buildings. And also, I need lots and lots of biomass to run my biomass burners to get the coal power plants started. So I'm going to clear out as much as I can. Excuse me, Bean. I'm busy. All right. So we want to build here. We're going to build right up here on this like ledge. And kind of facing out here because that's where the water's coming from. So I need... Let's put one of these up. I don't know. I mean, this. I'm just like trying to decide how to build stuff here. Perfect. Surface is too uneven. Let's climb our lookout tower. And look, okay. We're going to go like kind of across this. So we want to build... No, this one. And I'm going to do the 4 meter. No. So if you're placing a foundation in the middle of nowhere, I should probably get rid of that. Quartz. If you're placing a foundation in the middle of nowhere, not connected to any other foundation, you can place it in any position that you want. Right? Any rotation that you want. So if it's not going to snap to something else, you kind of have free reign. Right? But there's also a world grid that they added, I think in update 5. And I never got to use the world grid. Before, you actually had to manually position things. But it doesn't make sense because there is a grid. So if we go like this, we just spin. We do any angle we want, right? If I hit control, it's going to lock to the world grid. So this is the grid of the world, which faces north, south, east, west. But this thing that I'm building, I don't want to be bound to that grid. I want it to be kind of like this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because it's off on its own. There's no reason for it to be bound to the world grid. And that should give me enough space. What am I doing? What's going on here? it's a little bit low on certain parts of the land. I want to get as close to the land as possible, so I'm going to do 1. And I think that's going to be enough. Is that enough to get me over that hump? I just want to make sure there's no ground peeking through, because then it gets all messed up. So now that I've figured out my height, I'm going to come back with the 4-meter foundations. Remove everything else I've placed down. And do it all with 4-meter foundations that I can color. And we're going to come in here. We're going to go to Customizer. We're going to do these as concrete foundations. Right? Perfect. And so now we have a nice platform to build on that doesn't have any ground peeking through. It's nice and flat. And this is the way I like to build. Now, so some other people like to build where they just kind of go up and they just build the sky to make sure that they're not glitching with stuff. Personally, I like to build with the land. And that's just how I like to, that's how I like to make things. That's me. Okay, so coal power. Coming here, coal power generator. This thing is gigantic. It's gonna barely fit on our platform. The question here is, I think I have enough space to do this. So as you can see, I built an extra tower here. If I go down, basically there's a ledge. And I might have to fight with this rock a little bit. I might have to fight with a rock a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Let's do this. Nope. I'm gonna put a wall here. Do I want though? No, I'm not actually. Because I don't want to have to line it up. Let me think about that. We're gonna need to get the coal in there along a line and get it up to the top. And I don't know how to do that. Do I have floor and wall holes yet? No. Where's the awesome shop? Special awesome shop. Management. Conveyor lift floor holes. I do have it. Okay. I'm trying to like design this on the fly. I don't have any plan, so bear with me. Okay, let's just put one down. Let's put it as far over here as we can. The only problem with placing these while you're like on the ground is there's not much room to walk around. There? Oh, Ada has to sell some.
Most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder: coal-powered generators require coal.
Thanks, jerk. Logistics. Oh, here it is. Conveyor lift wall hole. No, see, I want this wall hole to be here. And I want the hole for this to be here. Just means to move this back. Okay. I'm learning. I've never used the wall lift things on my own. Did I line that up? I did. So the benefit here is I can do this and do that. Isn't that clean? And then do I have it the same thing for pipes? No, I didn't get the one for pipes. So pipes we're gonna have to go up top, but that's okay. All right, so this will be our coal generator. And then what we'll do is underneath here, we'll have a floor. Oh, that's going to be a problem. This constantly falling into the water for no reason is kind of annoying. Right? Does that make sense? So we're going to have a floor here, and we're going to have a conveyor belt running along here. And then if I do, I think I can do this. 5 splitter like this. I can do this, connect to the wall hole first. And I didn't line up the splitter right. That's okay. I've never done this before, so I'm trying this out for the first time here. Still not lined up. Come on. Come on, Josh. Line it up. Perfect. And then I just run this thing, and I'm gonna have to glitch through this little piece right here, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Are you? That's fantastic. All right, let's get some coal. Pickup miner. Pickup miner. Pickup miner. Put that stuff there. Sort. I don't need a million screws. Why do I have so many screws? Okay. Miner. That guy's gonna be mad when I build on top of him. Okay. Morning, Benji. Okay. We still have to build our coal guy. Let's get rid of this guy. He's kind of pissing me off. So one thing, if you get that warning where it says you can't place it on a foundation because it needs to be on a resource node, just make sure you can see the resource node. Just like uncover one thing. So you can actually see the main resource node, and then just go ahead and place it anyways. And it'll level with your foundations. And then you can place the foundation anyways. Hello Heidi, how are you today? I am doing good. And how do we want this to go in here? We don't have concrete walls yet, do we? All right, let's get the wall holes in position and stuff like that, and we'll build this and see how it's going. We were able to build 3. I don't think I built my platform big enough because I need 8, and I'm only able to build 3, and we're missing one product. Do we have to? Oh no, you don't have to go back. Nice. I was smart enough to make sure I had enough with me. Good job. Four. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need more. I'll deal with underneath later. Right now, I'm just gonna get these things built. 2. Oh, we need to cut down the street. I love the. So I'm building these. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's pulling from the dimensional depot to build all the stuff that I'm building. Which is the best part of the new version of the game. So let's make sure we're going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, do I have 8 already? No, I have 7. So like, see how one of them is like, see how the rotors are purple? It's pulling those from the dimensional depot, so I don't have to keep those in my in stock. That's like freaking amazing. That makes me very, very, very happy. And like all of the stuff that I'm building with right now is all coming from the dimensional depot. Even though I have most of it in my inventory. It's just there in the depot. Wait, do I want that? I actually want it to come from my inventory. Wait, is there a setting? Take from inventory. There it is. I have to have that checkbox checked. It's taking everything from the depot instead of from my inventory. And that's not what I want. Now the reason I'm doing the coal first is I want to pre-charge these buildings. I want to make sure that the coal is in the building before it starts running. So to do that, I have to pre-charge them and make sure that they're full of coal before I actually turn them on. So doing it this way gives me the ability to kind of make sure that that happens. Okay. Now the question is, can I just jump up to where I need to be, or do I have to make another ramp? Okay. I should probably, because this jumping is getting annoying. It's getting annoying for me. I'm sure it's annoying for you guys too. Alright, so we have all of our lifts. And we're going to do this. Take our splitter. We're going to hold control to make sure it aligns. And this one's going to be hard. So this one's going to be the one that's going to be weird. So we do this, and we hold, then we hold down H, press H, and then I can use this to shift it into place and walk around it while it's shifting and make sure I get it positioned correctly. Click, and it's going to not care about the rock and just continue to go exactly where I wanted it. And that's new, that whole like shifting thing, like holding on H, make sure it's aligned, click. Especially for stuff like this that, you know, you need a perfect alignment, and if it glitches through the land, sometimes that doesn't work. Did I just build all of those wrong? I did. Okay, that's fine. Oops, that's fine. Do it all over again. They're rotated wrong. It's not positioned right. I don't know why it doesn't line up for wall holes. That's annoying. I'm not doing a very good job of lining these things up. How do I line these up? See, I can't. Standing next to it is not working. I need to stand in front of it. Yeah, I need a ladder, or I need like... Oh, I need to... Come on, get the right thing. Okay, that's what I want. coming from that direction. Coming from that direction. This is the one that's going to be tricky. Line it up. H. Shift it. Click. Now, I'm doing something kind of weird there. I'll explain it in a second. So this one is going to get the coal. And this one is going to come from down here. Right? Did I actually number that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's perfectly in half. I love that. Now you don't have to balance these. We could just use what's called a manifold, which basically means just putting all these on the same line. But I actually prefer to balance stuff. Because I'm weird? And this is going to be kind of like a pseudo manifold. Not really. Right? So come back in here. So I'm just do like click. And then, if we come down here, this line right here just has to be fed by the constructor or by the miner. And we're just going to leave it like that for now. We'll make it look pretty later with a wall hole or something once I figure that out. Alright, what do we think about that? We have it connected. Let's make sure it works. So we have to make sure this gets power and this gets power to that. Come on, line up where I want it. Really? I'm like stuck. That's fine. It's just temporary anyways. So I like that power thing we did with the daisy chaining. That was really cool. I've never done that before myself that we did earlier. So we're going to do that again. So the way it works, the way I understand it, is you take a wall and you press H to hold it, and then you scoot it to the level that it needs to be at. And that's not the right level, I don't think. No, see, I want it to be like inside that thing, because if I do this, if I do the power now, it's not the way I want it. That's cool. I've like literally never done this before, so this is super fun. There we go. It's close enough. Like when you're building a factory that is clean and optimized, one of the things that drives me nuts is power lines are just all over the place. And I really wish that they would add the ability to daisy chain machines together. One of the mods that I actually played with for a while actually daisy chained the machines together. Okay, this can go there. So that's powering all those machines. This is going to go to the missing wire. We don't have enough wire. Are we gonna have to go back for wire? No, we're not gonna have to go back for a wire. We can take this, make some wire quick, and say hi to chat. How's everyone doing in chat? Mr. Sinister says water first. You think I should do water first? Okay. That's fair. I'm going to need wires for the water, so we'll do the water next. Yeah, you want water in the pipes before you, definitely before you turn everything on. Sorry, I'm gonna make some wire real quick, be able to move on, or I can run back to the base. That doesn't sound fun. I should throw some of this stuff in the dimensional depot, though. Water in the generators before you switch anything on. Yeah, I got it. I'm definitely not going to switch on those power those things, I'm just running wires. I won't actually connect them first. Okay. Not connecting anything. So I am running power right now, but I'm not actually connecting anything or powering these things on. These will not get connected to the grid. Not yet. So that's just the point at which these get connected. And the next thing we're going to do is water. So we can actually, I think we can bury the water underneath here. So let's look at the water. I've done water in a long time. So any help you have, please give it to me. I literally haven't done water in a long time. So we have pipes, we have a pump, so we can make sure the water gets enough head lift, and the water extractor. Okay. And it's not going to fit underneath. That's fine. Sorry if I'm going in and out of menus. I don't have this stuff set up yet. So this now I heard you could do this. I don't know if this works yet, but I have to walk back. I'm gonna have to walk back, folks. Hey, look, that is that snapping? It's snapping. It works. Sweet. Oh, we're gonna have to walk back. I'm sorry. The unfortunate answer is we need copper sheets for this. And I didn't bring it. Oh, I did bring them with me. Never mind. Let's, what's in the depot this, so we can do here. Get some stuff out of our inventory. Iron plates. Let's put these in the depot so I don't have to carry them around. These in the depot too. Alright, the depot's uploading. I do have copper pipes, which I didn't know I had, so that's good. Water extractor. Boom. And I can just... Is that too close?
That
Yes.
may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
Pipes. I only need one, because once I have them here, I can, like, just... I only need one pipe visible, and then I can just copy it.
Fixit pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
Thank you, Ada, for explaining water to me. What do I want? I want this. I really don't know what I'm doing here, so... Okay. I haven't built anything with water in so long. See if I remember how to do it right. Okay. That didn't work at all. Yeah? Sure. But that's gonna glitch into the wall. Okay. That's what I wanted. Junction. Here. Oh, they can lock. Look at that. Perfect. Now, clone this. Resource is not deep enough. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. I just need to see where it's going to go. This. Can I cut these down? Ooh, I can. Now it works perfectly fine. Okay. I'm like seriously designing this on the fly. So my apologies to everyone here who is like expecting me to know what's going on. I don't. I'm literally trying to decide how I want to do this right now. What? Don't tilt like that. Lots of copper sheets to make pipe too. Yeah, I have a bunch. Oh, that's so cool. You didn't used to be able to lock pipes. Like, you didn't used to be able to do that. Like, pipes didn't used to be able to be, like, snapped pipe connections. And it was super annoying. Okay, now how am I going to do the closed loop? I don't like that at all. That's gross. Part of it is I actually have to, like, I have to want to look at it. I really want those floor holes. How's that? Does that work? We created a loop. And so it's my understanding, and I'm not the architect here, but it's my understanding that that works best when you create a loop for the water to run in both ways, where the middle one is filling both sides, is kind of splits. And so it's my understanding that doing it that way is going to mean that it's kind of balanced across all of those processors. Now, I haven't done this very much. I've done coal before multiple times, many times actually, and I never really do a good job of it. Oh, we also need a pump. So where's the pump? Pipeline pump. Right there. And then power it. And I didn't see. Was that pump getting enough head lift? I think so. We can always add another one. The thing is, we have so much more coal available here than just this one node that it almost doesn't make sense to be doing this like this. But oh, come on. Of course, that clips. Whatever. I'm going to put it here, not power that, and go to here. And that should spin on the water generators. Now, we are actually not outputting the water anywhere. We're just making sure the pipe gets full. So these things are going to fill up. And then what we want to see is these things start moving, showing that there's water flow through the pipes. And if we have to, we can lower this down a little bit. But we're gonna have to go to the MAM to get stuff. So see down there, it's full, and see these ones right here. And now I have to climb back up. These are you filling up with water? It's filling up with water. And here we go. We're filling up with water. It's almost full. Perfect. So now what we can do is we can do these. Now, I don't know. Are these going to snap? They are. They are going to snap with that. Nope. I was watching someone do this on the stream, and I was like, how are they jumping around and getting everything to line up? Because like the old version of the game that I played a long time ago, none of this was even possible. Right? It just wasn't possible. I think I can actually start here, can't I? So we got water flowing. Sort of. Are machines getting filled up with water? No fuel, but the machines are slowly filling up with water. So we need to wait for the system to be primed, I guess? Is that right? Look, we're getting to here. We're getting to here. Like, that one's full, but this one's like kind of... This one's like supercharged. This side's not, which means I suspected that was going to happen. Which means right here, we need a pump. Now if we look at this, now it has the flow rate we want. See that? That's what you want. This system is full of water and the machines should be getting filled up. The machines are filled up. Booyah. Now, let's get some coal running. Okay. That's going to turn on the miner. The miner is 120 coal per minute. I actually didn't even check the quality of the node. I just placed it. It also helps to drop one in the middle of the manifold pipe. Yeah. If I need to, I will do that. For now, I'm just going to leave it alone. And then we're producing 120 coal per minute. We're on a Mark II line. And just confirming conveyor lift Mark II. Let's go look at our lifts. It would help if I had belts. Okay, belts are going in. So we're getting coal going in. And it should be going up the lifts to the machines. Go check the machines. Burning fuel. There's no power. You're not charged, so you're not going to burn fuel at all. So you're going to get coal. Why are you burning stuff? They'll burn fuel even though they're not connected to the grid? That's annoying. I thought you were able to charge them. Oh well. All right, well, it's filling. It's running. I'll clean up my stuff when I know it's running right. Yes, these are turning on and off. They're not getting enough. The ones at the end are not getting enough fuel. The ones in here, they've got enough. Okay, so let's charge them. Split. Turn that one on. Turn that one on. Give that one some fuel. That one has fuel. Like the ones at the end are not getting enough coal. So we're just gonna force feed them some coal. Which means that they should stay on. So 15 per minute. It's Burning, burning, burning. And now it should kind of level out. So see how our line's going up and down, up and down, up and down? It's just a matter of getting the machines with enough stuff in them that are at the end of the manifold. And so I can, for these ones that are here at the end, I can pre-charge them because they're the last ones to get coal. So they're the ones that are going to run out the easiest. Yeah, see, that one just ran out. Water's fine. They all have the right amount of water. So they've all got enough water. Right now it's just the coal. Put that there. I don't like that that line isn't straight, but I think I'll probably redo this line with the wall floor holes. Once I get them unlocked. What's all this stuff? Is this mine? Guess it is. We're still uploading. I made the mistake of uploading screws, so it's taking forever. Let's get that out here. I don't know how to space that. Let's put that there. Now, it works, but I don't like the look of it. It's not adhering to my idea. No. So, it's a good question, Bruce. The end ones, you want to... The system has to balance, right? So, over time... the system will kind of ramp up, and then it'll basically be each item, each burner will be getting enough coal once the ones in the middle fill up. And the problem is it takes a little while for the ones in the middle to fill up. So it takes, 15 minutes. I'm just helping the process by putting some in. Like, as you can see, even now, there's only like 5 left. But these are kind of constantly running. They're not shutting off. They're getting enough as they go to keep a steady flow. And even this one, see, it's at 48. So if I fill that up with 98, these are going to be consistently on and consistently getting enough coal. And all I'm doing is kind of just charging them, But now they should be constantly on and they won't shut off. And that's it. So that's power. I didn't realize those were glitching. Let's put that there. These things are... How are these things running? These things are running, and so they're not like overflowing. See how they're constantly moving? This is the middle one. This is the one that's kind of pushing to both sides. This one, they're hovering right around 180, which is what we want. I don't like the fact this one keeps shutting down. The flow rate of that one's not optimal. Yeah, I think, Bruce, I think that's probably a good idea, but there's so many things that can go wrong with water in this game that I just don't even want to think about it. So now this is running and we got it working. We need to replicate it 4 more times because we have this coal node. And then there's other coal nodes here too, I think. Oh, hi. Why am I this? I've had this happen a couple times where you're standing in front of something and you can't get to it because of something in the way. Yeah, so water, the way water flows in pipes is, to me, a mystery, and it's one of those things that's kind of an art form in this game. I would definitely suggest when you get to this stage, try it out. Try out all the different ways you can think of. See if you can find one that works for you. For me, I'm probably going to move these pipes down a level so they're at the same level as... Like, I'll probably move these pipes from being in here to either in here at this level or even lower, down a lower, so or even just not up in the air, maybe just coming off straight, right? There's no reason for me to put them up in the air like that. I could have just as easily run a pipe straight and instead of up in the air like that. I don't even know why I put it up in the air like that. I don't know, I did. Kind of because I wanted to go flow down from the pipes, but you don't need to do that. The fact is, if we look at our power system, can't do it from a wallet. We should be flat. So that's what you want. You want a perfectly flat power line. Your capacity, this part right here, you want it to be perfectly flat. That means that your generators are running without turning off and everything is filling. Now the benefit of this is that each one of these is giving me 75 megawatts of power. And so now I have way more capacity than I actually need. And so here, coal, there's a bunch of coal nodes around here. So there's this one right here. There's another one over here. Right here, up here in the corner. There's 2 right here. Are these both pure? Pure, so that's a 120 line. Pure, also a 120 line. And so I've built, if I wanted to just go to coal power for everything, I've built 1/4 of what I can build in this area. Right? But if you look at the water, I'm not going to be able to fit 12 water generators in this water source. That's not going to happen. It's just, there's just not enough space. So to manage that, I'm going to have to either, because there's just physical space for water. To manage that are either, so these are already around 100%. If I overclock them to 200%, they'll be producing 240. And so I could actually have these overclocked supporting another 8 factories. So another 8 of those. You will You'll need coal for production for your second stage of space. Yes. So that's what I was getting to, actually. That's a good point. So put those back. Oh. So I'm actually probably going to redo some of this. I just wanted to get up and running and kind of show you guys getting it running. I'll probably clean it up a little bit. I want to go back to base and unlock some of the extra like decoration stuff that I don't have yet. I'm going to take that. Now I'm going to go make sure all of the machines are full. Oh, that's right. I'm level 1 pipes. I have to get to level 2. This one's out of fuel. That's not good. So this one's full. This one's full. Full. Why was one of them like this one right here? It was empty. I just like I caught it magically. Full. Not full. And this one is almost full. So still balancing out. It's almost there. I'll fill it up before I leave. Yeah, I could only feed this from one end if I wanted to. I prefer feeding from both ends just to make sure there's a good, like a closed system, a closed loop. But if I wanted to upgrade those things, I would need to upgrade the pipes, and I can't upgrade the pipes until later. And as Model Houseman mentioned, for our space elevator parts, if we look at completed phase 2 up there in the top right corner, I have to build 1,000 of those truss things in the second one, and that truss thing needs steel. So I'm going to need to be producing steel, and I'm also going to need to be producing steel for just for like everyday stuff, really. There's a lot of things I need to produce steel for. Right now I have iron pipes being created, or steel pipes, using the iron pipes recipe. But I need to find iron. Where's there iron? Is there iron around here? Where's the closest iron? Wait, 136. Where? Oh, is it up at the top of this hill? Let's find the iron. And let's see what kind of iron it is. Supposedly there's iron near here. Oh, if this is what I think it is, this is actually a really cool spot to build. Yes, Caterium right here, and iron, a pure node of iron right over, oh, concrete. So we have iron, concrete, and Caterium all right here. And
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a block.
wait, why are you talking to me? Am I sending the... Oh, another Mercer Fear. Nice. I'm like, why am I hearing that voice? So there's my coal power right
Attempt
there.
number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe the next thing we'll do is build a steel plant up here. Right? We have this area up here. And we have coal right there. We have coal power right here. We'll get more coal power. Maybe like we'll do another one. We'll do it like maybe right along the ground level, right there next to the lake. Or maybe build it like coming out from this wall, like a ledge or something. I don't know. I feel like I want to use this area right here. So maybe I'll just do another one, but like kind of do it like perpendicular to the first one. Like maybe across right here, perpendicular. And they'll have to pipe the water a little bit further, but that's fine. And then I'll bring these two coal nodes up here. Up here to the top. And I'll do coal. Thank you. I've been playing for 2 hours. Thank you very much. I'll do coal and iron. I'll do the steel up here. Right? And then because we have our dimensional depot, we can just put it into the depot for now. But eventually we'll have to get it back to the space elevator. But that's actually not that far. And this area is actually on the same level as the space elevator. So raising it up and belting it back shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, exactly. I think PCS, I mean, if I didn't respect the limit of the pipe, right, most people wouldn't have built the loop. If they don't build the loop, then you're putting 360 water into a pipe that has a 300 limit, and then which means that guaranteed your last machine isn't going to fill, right? So your last 2 machines, they'll turn on and off because they don't get enough power. But the way I'm building it, as I'm building it in a loop, and the middle machine is essentially going to be pushing both directions of the loop because of the pumps that are pulling and kind of keeping that loop. And that's the way I understand it. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely. You know, the other thing I could do, which would be equally funky, but also I've never done it before. You could do this. Hold on. I've seen this done before. Have you guys ever seen this done before? Do I have enough space? Like building a super dense coal plant and just doing one on top of the other? Like this? Like I could do that. I have enough space to do it. Just barely. Wouldn't that be cool? Like double stack the coal plant? Yeah, so I don't have the blueprints yet. I haven't unlocked blueprints yet. But I actually think I might do that. Is double stack the coal plant like this. And it'll have to be a little bit higher because I want that extra layer with the belts underneath. But yeah, I'm going to double stack the coal plant like that. And I'll do 16 of them like this. And I'll feed up the water, feed up 2 layers of water pipes. That's what I'm going to do. I've never been able to see anyone do that, or I've seen people do that, but I've never done it myself. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go vertical instead of going horizontal. That's an awesome idea. I'm excited about that. All right, but anyways, I'm actually going to call it right now. I'm kind of at the end of my time. I need to get to work. But maybe I will finish doubling up this coal plant, and next time we'll build steel, and we'll build it up here. I'm gonna have to run back to the and get my grenades to unlock this iron, and then I'll be able to build an iron plant. Is there any more iron nearby? Let's look real quick. iron 250. There's 2 more iron nodes in that direction. They're relatively close. 250 is not that far. So if we really wanted to go big with the iron, we can either overclock this miner until we get Mark II miners, or we can belt more iron in. And I don't even know what recipe we're going to use. So I think before next time, I'm going to finish this out. Yeah, you can do more in a blueprint machine. I don't even know what blueprints are. Like, I know what they are. I haven't used them at all. So I'm actually looking forward to trying out blueprints and seeing what I can do. But I'm going to double up this coal factory, get it running, and then next time we're going to build a steel factory. And I'm going to try to do it again on Fridays. I might try to do it again Friday night also. I'll see if I can get some time later tonight to come on for a little bit of a stream. We'll see. So keep your eye out on Discord. And also, if you're following me on the thing with the words, no. If you use Twitter, it doesn't matter to me. But if you want to follow me over there, I do announce every stream that I do over on Twitter. Feel free to follow if you'd like. But for now, I'm going to call it for now. I want to say thank you very much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thanks for coming along for this little kind of early morning coal power. I can't believe I got it up and running in 2 hours. That's like a record for me. And then we're going to have to do it again. And again. And then we'll have to be able to take this coal and belt it up here. I'll probably create a platform that works with the ground layers and properly lifts the coal up. I might come into this like crater here and somehow use the land sort of. I don't know. I'll make it interesting if I can. I always build like around the land, into the land as much as possible, and not up in the sky. But we'll build a nice little factory right here for steel. And I can see from right here, like all kinds of things that I need to collect. Like there's a yellow slug there. There's a blue slug over here. And then these things, we got to get rid of them. We can get rid of them with the Nobelisk. So we're going to get rid of all those because they're annoying. Get rid of all these plants down here because they're annoying. We're going to do that for next time. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I can get my buttons working before next time.